All right, hello everyone. My name is Obasogi Bonsa. All right, there's something I really want to show you guys. When I actually started learning how to make drones, right, or to build aircraft, there's actually a challenge I actually face. I know that it's the same thing that most of you are going to be facing. Well, if you actually really want to know how to do it, like let's say from an engineering standpoint, like from an engineering point of view, you really want to understand the aerodynamics, like how it works, right? Like let's say you have an engineering background, you can maybe model, use CAD software or something like that. You can just come here, check out this guy's page. He explains everything in depth, right? He went up to building a real aircraft. He explains everything, all the everything you need, all the software, right? All the calculations, everything you need here. But I know this kind of like intimidating, right? Most people, when they see things like this, they are already discouraged. They feel like, oh, I can't build an aircraft. I can't enter into this field. So I'm going to show you how you can do it simply, right? You don't need to go through all this process, right? Because I have some kind of experience, right, in this field. So I already know exactly where you can get some of all these things without having to learn all these aerodynamics, everything. Let's say you're just a hobbyist, right? You just like it. You want to actually be able to build yours by yourself. Right. So I'll show you where you can go to get what you need. Alright. So okay, one place you can go to is here, right? I don't know if you can see the name of the website, right? Outer Zone. Outer Zone. So the website is outerzone.co.uk, right? That's the website. This is the website here, outerzone.co.uk. So what's special about this website? When you go here, you can see you already have the plan, right? For different types of drones, right? So you can download this plan. It's a detailed plan with all the measurements you need, right, to actually construct a drone. It's not just this one. I'm just using this as example, right? This is one of them. So this website has like almost any kind of fixed wing drone you may want to build. So let me browse through the website so you can see that one. So you don't just feel just that, right? So you can see. So this website has different types of fixed wing drones you may want to build, right? So you can just come here, come to this website, select any one you like, get the plan already. And mind you, it's not just only hydrogen powered, it has electric powered uh, fixed wing drones. Anyone you like, you can just go through here, browse, you get the design plan already. So let's say you can't really. So okay, I'm going to tell you. All right, so look at this one now. So this is the picture. So watch here. This place now. You click here. If you can click here, you get the plan. You can download it, detailed plan with all the measurements, everything you need to design your aircraft. That's it. So on and so forth. You can go. There are so many, right? Any kind of configuration you like. So basically, with this already a standard template. You don't need to go and start learning all those aerodynamics and all those kind of things, right? Because you can just do what already works. You can come here and use something that already works that somebody has already designed. So this is a very crazy website. Like for me to even find this website, nothing like this, they are not just easy to find. Maybe somebody needs to tell you how to do my own research. It took a lot of years before I could come here. So I'll be building mine soon. So this website is going to help me a lot. I can come here and build any design I like. I don't need to really understand the whole aerodynamics and start designing it from scratch. I just come here, download the plan. You can also print out the plan, right? Let's say a way to start in this in building aircraft. Most people that are just starting, like for beginners, what do they use? The material they use is styrofoam. So you can get styrofoam, right? That kind of white like plastic substance um that you get from packaged products that you just bought. You can get it, right? Print out the plan on this design plans. You can see different types of aircraft. See this one. This one is very nice. I'd like to do something like this. All right. So you can print out the design plan, right? Like with a printer, right? Paste Shapes, cut out the shapes you need, paste it on your styrofoam, cut it out. You already have all the parts you need, then include them together. You've gotten the shape, right? So enough for aircraft to be able to fly. That's what we're talking of when we say aerodynamics. Let's say some people may not understand what I'm talking about when I say aerodynamics. We are talking on the shape of the aircraft that is going to let it fly, because your aircraft needs to be in a particular shape that will allow the wing to go under the wings, right? To let it fly. So all right, this particular fixed wing design. When I said fixed wing drone, all right. When I say fixed wing drones, we are talking with a drone, right? That actually has wings that can actually take off, right? It's going to take off from the ground. You know, the most common type of drones people know is the quadcopter drone, right? That one that's like four motors. But you can see this one, this fixed wing drone, it has only one motor. So it can use only one motor with the aid of the wing, right? It can take off. So building this, you can build this kind of fixed wing drones cheaply, right? Don't need so much parts. If you're building a quadcopter now, you probably need to have like buy like four motors, things like that in order to get it. All right. I think I'm done with this website. I think it's straightforward. So just come to outerzone.co.uk to have different plans depending on different type of aircraft you want to be. See, they even have the ones that are on water, right? See, right? Ones that have landing gear. What do they call this again? The buoy, right? Under the buoy, the floater buoy, right? Different types. When we like it's so much. So you don't need to really know aerodynamics. Just copy what someone that has done the design has already done. All right. So here is another website. So there are two ways. I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video. So there are two ways you can build an aircraft. You want to build an aircraft. Number one is either you design it from scratch. Number two is that you reverse engineer. So what do we mean by reverse engineering? Basically, what I'm just talking about is you go get the design, right, that another person has made, and copy, basically redesign. So one thing about design, I know some people might bother about things like patenting, etc. Well, when it comes to design, all you need to do really is just change some things, right? So your design, when you are redesigning, you don't need to make it exactly the way the other person made it. Add your own creative genius inside, and it's a new design. So that's it. So, why did I bring you to this website? Okay, this website, I think you can see the link m.spark L, so m.sparkleuav. So m.sparkleuav.com. All right. So this website, you can see what I'm saying here is that some drone companies, they give you everything basically. Like if you go to their website, they'll give you the design of their drones on the website. So with the designs, and see, they'll give you even the measurements, they'll give you everything. So let's say you don't really know aerodynamics, you don't know the exact shape, right, that's going to be aerodynamic enough to give you the results. You can just come to this website and look at their designs. You see here, they've given you the full length already and everything. So if you know how to use, there are some softwares, let's say like CAD softwares, right? With this image alone, me knowing this distance from here to here, even with something like AutoCAD, right? If I copy this picture into a CAD software, place the measurement from here to here, right? And assign it, right? Scale it to the right measurement. I can get the measurement for any other part I need here, right? So for those that have understanding of design, right, you can get it that way, right? Then also I know there's an app on my iPhone. I think a measurement app, right? So with something like that, I think you should be able to get a measurement for anywhere. Like so with there's this measurement app on the iPhone. You just point your camera at a picture, then you select a point on the phone screen, then you drag your camera to the next point you want and click again, then it tells you the measurement. So I think with something like that can also help you. So you can get the measurements. for this, but that will you need a little bit of knowledge of, at least you should have some mathematical knowledge. I think the first one is easy, but this one is a bit higher. Let's say you want to build something like this, right? But you don't really know aerodynamics like that. This is a good way to start. You can just reverse engineer. You come here. So like you can see this website now, they give you practically almost all the information you need, right? The material they used to be. I think this is aluminium from what I'm seeing here. It look like, oh, okay, complete composite construction using carbon fiber and Kelva. Okay, they use carbon fiber for theirs, right? So they've already told you the material, see everything. They've given you practically everything you need. They tell you everything you need to build this aircraft is already on this website. Giving you all the information. So you can just reverse engineer, right? Copy them and do you and make yours, right? As if you are going for this level. I think the first one I give you beginners idea, you can go with that. All right, then I'll get back to that. Let's look at this. So one thing like the Chinese, before I say the Chinese, the Americans, they have a way of like keeping their trade secrets, right? Their designs and everything. But the Chinese, they just like they more or less give everything out, right? And they make their products cheap. Like they can produce anything as cheap as possible, right? So why am I saying this? What I'm saying is that you can go to a website like Alibaba.com and search for fixed wing drone. You see it here. You will get these search results, right? So I can come to one of these fixed wing drones, right? Select it. Basically, like I said in the other video, you will see, let me scroll down. You will find out that some of them, like look at this one, watch here. They will give you everything, basically everything you need to design this. Let me check. I'm not sure of this particular one, but most of them they will give you everything required, just like in the first place, just like in the first. Yes. All right. So watch. So they will give you everything you need, the dimensions, see body length, wingspan, everything you need to design this kind of drone is given to you here. So basically, you can just reverse engineer, right? Copy them, copy the measurements. So this is for designers, right? So people that have background in design, right, but don't really understand the aerodynamics of the aircraft. You can just come here. Watch here, they give you practically all the measurements you need. I told you there, if you are a designer, you also know that from your CAD software, right? You can easily just uh, get a picture, right? And from that picture, you can select the measurement of a particular part, and from there you can get the other parts. So there are ways to do that. I think maybe maybe I can teach that in another tutorial or something like that. Okay, let's go. How else can we get these designs? Okay, all right. So this is similar to what I was saying. Okay, that's it. So you can just come there, right? Get all the information you want. Just search it on Alibaba, right? So why am I saying this? Why was I talking about Chinese here? If you go to Amazon, you might not be lucky to find something like this, but Alibaba, because it's a Chinese company, right? When we go to search for those fixed wing drones, you'll find out that they've given you practically everything you need to be able to build. The company has given you practically everything you need to be able to build that drone by yourself if you have an engineering design background. All right, so you can just use that and reverse engineer. All right, the second part is that let's say you've gotten the shape, we've been talking about the body. The next thing is electrical components. Many of us, like, another problem is understanding, okay, the electrical parts. Maybe you might know how to design, but you don't know how to connect the electrical parts, or basically what you need. All right. So this is the basic, or should I say this is standard flight controller that is being used by almost everybody. So this is the Peace Hawk flight controller. So you can just come here, search for Peace Hawk flight controller on Amazon, right? So Peace Hawk flight controller kit on Amazon. You will find out that the kit, right? You can get the whole kit together. That's the Peace Hawk flight controller with every other part that you need to build the drone. So you say, okay, maybe this is still confusing, but let me click on it. Let's open it. You'll find out that normally it will give you all the different parts. They will also give you a plan. Let me search for it. They normally give you an electrical circuit diagram. They'll give you an electrical circuit diagram of how to connect this Peace Hawk flight controller. Let's see, maybe I can find it here. Alright, but I can quickly just do a Google search. I can just do a Google search of Peace Hawk flight controller circuit diagram. So when I say circuit diagram, this may be all technical, sounds so technical to people, to someone that's not really from an engineering or science background. But basically, what I'm saying is this: you search for Peace Hawk flight controller circuit diagram. Watch. Can you see? So this is literally a picture. This is not even a confusing diagram. This is literally a picture telling you exactly what and what to connect and how to connect it, right? So why am I so this is it. See, you can see it's giving step by step approach on how to even connect this Peace Hawk flight controller and all the other parts. And I've already shown you where to get it. So you can just go and order these parts on uh, Amazon, right? Order it on Amazon and couple them together, and you already have your drone components. Okay, so this is the diagram I was looking for. So look at it here. You can see it's giving you everything and exactly how to control it. It tells you exactly what and what to control, right? So if you watch very well, this is like a quadcopter. This is like a quadcopter drone build here. This is circuit diagram. So this is basically everything you need to build it in a picture form, right? So you can easily just watch it and copy exactly. But let's say this is still confusing. Well, uh, that's why we have YouTube. You can also go to YouTube, right? And search for different builds. And yeah, there are a lot of videos on that online. So, well, this way I'm going to stop my video. I hope this really helps you. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Right. I'll be making more videos, right, on how to build aircraft and other ways that we can, or other things or other aspects, like let's say the business aspects of building an aircraft. Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.